This is not ladylike.
What does it take to get over you? I'm gonna need me a raise. Why don't I clean up my life? I'ma need me a raise. So dirty. Rollie or two, yeah, rollie or two. With a couple of my birthday came out.
All right, you guys, what's up? We are back. Season 5, Tendin to Your Business podcast. It's your host, Sheena. It's your girl, Sheena. We here. We almost through season 5. Season 5 is underway. I've been seeing y'all comments. I've been listening to what y'all saying, and we're going to talk through some things. This season has really been about recentering her, and we strayed a little bit over the last couple of episodes, but health is something that is really, really, really at the top of my list right now. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, all the things. And one thing that keeps showing up in all of the places in that conversation for me is alcohol. So stay tuned if you want to hear what I am doing about my struggle with alcohol and what we got going on. So hit like, subscribe, share, all the things. Leave a comment with your favorite drink. I want to know what your favorite drink is. Okay. All right. My journey with alcohol has been quite interesting. So I don't want to say genetically, but a lot of the people in my family are alcoholics. A lot. So it's like you got it honest. Every function we saw people drink. We saw the aunties sneaking the drinks into their coffee. Like, we seen that. Y'all wasn't fooling nobody. We saw it. And I did pretty good up until I was in high school. And then I met this guy. I've talked about him on board. I probably talked about him a couple of times. It was a bad influence. But the first time I drank was, what was it? It was some Miller High Lifes. The champagne, the beers. Some Miller High Lifes. No, actually, my homegirl, she used to drink King Cobra. I don't know why we was drinking King Cobra in the fucking 10th grade. That's nobody's business. Shout out to Danville Public Schools. But she would drink King Cobra, and I would drink a little bit of it, but I couldn't tolerate the taste of it. So here comes this boy along with this Miller High Life, and I was like, oh, this is the champagne of beers. And I became very friendly with the Miller High Lifes. Cute little bottle. Like, it looked a little girly. Had a little gold wrapper on it. Like, they had a bitch sold. The marketing had a bitch locked in at 16, okay? Then he came and he had some Incredible Hulk, Hypnotic. And we had, I want to say it was Alizé, though. It was Alizé and Hypnotic. And, I could still taste it. Like, I could still taste throwing up. That stuff. It was so horrible. I'll never forget that. I still remember that night like it was yesterday. But I had got ripped. And he dropped me off at home. Made sure I got into bed. Like 20 minutes later, I swear my mom got home. She worked second shift. And I was, gone. Like, I hadn't thrown up in my hair. Like, it was bad. And I remember her getting me in the tub, washing me down, get me back into bed. And she never said nothing about it. To this day, she has never said nothing about me getting drunk that night or her taking care of me that night. Shout out to you, Mom. Appreciate you. We have talked about it, but she's never, like, called me out about it. Like, do you remember that time? Never once. She let me learn my lesson that night. So I decide, like, I don't want to do this. This liquor stuff is too much. I don't want to do the liquor. So champagne and beers it is. I get a tech school. We could finally drink on base. Now I'm going to the military. We get to tech school. And Zima was popping back then. I'm showing y'all my age. Zima was popping. Like, we would get the Zima. It was like a seltzer beer. And we would put Jolly Ranchers in it. And that was how you got the flavor of the Zima. Like, you could customize whatever kind of drink you wanted if you had your Jolly Ranchers for it. Y'all don't know anything about Zima? You had a Zima before? Oh my gosh. Real cool. Like, the bottle was cool and everything. Like it was black and it had like print on the bottle. It was really neat. Shout out to you, Zima. It was pretty good beer. At least it was back then, to me anyway. Then I get to my first duty station and you can be 18 to drink. And it was nothing else to do. We were out in the middle of Mississippi. Nothing else to do. Nothing else to do. It was nothing to do. You could go to the E Club. You could go to the O Club. That's it. That's all you could do. That was it. You could go to the shopette. You could get drink and you could chill out in the dorm room. So we just drank and drank and drank and drank and drank and drank. And that's all we did every day, all day long. You get out of work, you go drink. And we had our fair share of fun, had my fair share of trouble. Ended up having to go to rehab once or twice. Shout out to the Air Force for making sure I didn't completely die. And then for teaching me how to drink because that's all really rehab taught me how to do. All right. I need to just drink a water in between the amount of stuff that I'm drinking because I'm not going to drink less. I'm going to drink more, but let me figure out how. And rehab taught me how. So welcome to rehab, right? Get on through. I never really have any challenges. I wouldn't say that it ever interrupted my life. And if I did say it did, it was more like financially, like, oh, I didn't get to buy this because I spent all this money on alcohol this week. That kind of thing. I've never had to like make a choice between do I buy groceries or do I buy alcohol? So like, thankfully I've been kept safe from that side of alcoholism. I could always afford my own habit, but the older I've gotten, the more I have realized what it does to my body. So again, back to this journey through being healthy, I started to cut out things and alcohol became one of the things that I cut out. I had already started going back to the gym and I was working hard. A bitch was beasting. Like I'm doing burpees and shit. And I get home on Friday and I'm like, oh yeah, I did such hard work all week. My weight looked good. My clothes is fitting good. I party all weekend. Have a drink. Oh, I'm celebrating Friday night. And then Saturday, I'm doing something. Sunday, I'm brunch. Okay. Monday morning, I get back on the scale and I'm just as big as I was last Monday. And I'm like, hold the hell on now. I'm in here doing burpees, doing all the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm not getting the results that I want because I'm drinking. So I was like, listen, bitch, you got to give it up. And then my blood pressure high as shit. Shout out to preeclampsia. But I'm not making it any better with the bad lifestyle choices. So I was like, all right, no fried food, no alcohol. No fried food was easy. And really, once I stopped doing alcohol, that stopped driving me to go eat places. So now I just eat at home. And it was like, oh, I would go out to eat because I was like, oh, I'm going to get a drink and I'm going to get something to eat. Da, 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 da. Now I don't drink. It's like, I ain't leaving this house. So I have gotten into making like mocktails. That has been fun. And then doing different drinks. I love to make stuff. So I make simple syrups for my coffee. Sheena's Brew Crew. Shout out to Sheena's Brew Crew. Sheena's Brew Crew has been holding me down through my non-alcohol journey. I have a coffee group. We focus on coffee and different drinks, cocktails and things. And I even shied away from introducing cocktails into our group because it's not something I wanted to have to maintain and manage. I did at one point, like even went and took like a bartending class so I could I could be a bartender. But that was, like I said, at the same time where I said, I need to make healthier choices with myself. So I'm going to stop drinking. And there's so many things that have changed since I decided to stop drinking. I had to relearn my personality. I had to relearn how to have fun. And like, I'm a real fun motherfucker without alcohol. And for me, alcohol suppressed who I was, not made, like, it wasn't like a show of true colors thing. You know how some people drinking is like, oh my God, now they loud and they this, that, and the other. Like, I'm the opposite. Like, I'm wired all the time. So to drink alcohol would bring me down to like a safe line of like, oh, I can interact with people without them thinking I'm weird or crazy or talk a lot because I can do all of that. And it made me have to come up with something other than I need a drink. Oh, I'm frustrated. I need a drink. Oh, I had a long day. I need a drink. Oh, I want to celebrate. I need a drink. Like, okay, so I need a drink for everything? And I had to keep asking myself, well, why do you need a drink so damn bad? Well, wait a minute. What if we did something else? What if I went swimming when I was frustrated and I needed a drink? Bitch, that's literally submerging yourself in liquid. Like, that's all the drink you can tolerate. Or making a coffee when I wanted to taste something, when I get tired of drinking water. I've transformed my favorite drink cup. Okay, we was getting into functions with this. Shout out to Loyal Royalties. Y'all know y'all my peoples. All the sparkly stuff, Loyal Royalties. It's not sponsored, but these my peoples. So I want y'all to know where I get my amazing stuff from. But I love drinking things. So I really had to just retrain my brain into saying it's okay to drink water. And then having to socialize was really one of the biggest things. Like, my friends go out. A lot of our lives are centered around alcohol. We want to go to the day parties. We want to go. I went to like a golf tournament, like spectator situation. And of course there's a bar. But it's like, how do I hang with people if I'm not drinking? You just go to the bar and get a drink. Do you know they serve regular ass sodas at the bar? And if I want to be cute and if I want a cute little drink, I tell them to add shit in there. Can you throw some mint in there? Can you throw some grenadine in there? Now I got a fancy little Sprite with some mint grenadine, baby. You can't tell me I ain't cute. I still get my cute little shots. Like, I'm not shots literally of alcohol, but like picture shots of my drink. You know what I'm saying? And nobody has ever questioned me outside of, what you drinking? I was just Sprite with grenadine. Oh, okay. Like, it's never been a big deal. And it just even got to the point where, like, what if somebody see me with a non-alcoholic drink? That's going to be weird. Like, that shit is not weird. Get over yourself. Ain't nobody watching your ass no way. Like, and if you are, shit, send me a Sprite, bitch. Like, when you so into what I got going on, and you realize once you start decentering those type of things, like, you can go anywhere and have fun. I'd be all in the place ordering coffee and shit. Yes, they coming through with my fucking macchiato. Move, bitch, out of my way. Like, and I don't have to stand at the bar for drinks. Like, I'm not no big partier like that, but I do be outside. Okay, and alcohol is always outside. The amount of money that I have saved in the last 60 days has been enough to go on vacation. Let me say that. I put aside all the times I said I want to drink. I put aside my 2 bottles a week that I was buying. I put aside that money. I went through and I looked at how much I was averaging every single month in alcohol. And for the last 2 months, I put it all away. And I'm able to go on vacation next month. Damn, it's right. And you don't realize how much you're putting into that. Like, you don't realize how much you really spending. I went to Myrtle Beach with my son for spring break, and I didn't want to like spend a bunch of money at the bar drinking. I didn't want to take him to the bar, and I knew it was just me and him, and I didn't want to put myself in a situation where I became intoxicated and couldn't do for myself. So I just scratched it, the whole drinking the whole time. And I was like, yo, I literally had a whole vacation with no alcohol, and I had a blast. Me and Jackson had a blast. We went, sightseeing. We went to the amusement park thing. We went to the beach like 10,000 times. We had a blast and didn't have a single drink. So I had to re-socialize myself. I had to tell myself, like, it's okay to go out and do things without alcohol. You don't need alcohol. And now, I'm thinking it's going to be hard, and it's not. The only downside really is seeing other people drunk, and you see it much quicker than you would if you were drinking. Like, I went out to dinner with a friend, and she got there before I did, and she had already had a drink. And by the time I sat down, it was like, oh, she's blasted already. But that would have been something I paid attention to before, because I can't imagine she would have done anything different than she would have normally done. You know what I'm saying? We get there, order the drink, and keep it moving. So it's not like she had been drinking in excess, but because I'm now not intoxicated and I'm hyper aware of it, it's like, wow. And then like the whole conversation was just weird. I was like, get me out of here. Get out of here. Because it's not fun. It's not fun. And I found myself like worried. It's like, is she going to be okay? And that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. I've really And I feel like really proud of myself because it's so easy to kind of succumb to the craving. It's so easy to just be like, it's just one drink. But it's just my one drink, 10,000 times. And that's why I'm an alcoholic. Like, that's just when you think that, oh, it's not too much. It is. If you drink it every day, that's too much. If you having more than 3-4 drinks at a time in one day, that's too much. Like, that's too much. And I say that as somebody who would sit down at lunch and have 4 lemon drops for lunch and then go home and drink more and drink more and drink more until I'm just like, all right, I'm passing the point of no return. I got to lay down and go to sleep. If not, I'm not going to get up the next morning. Oh, if I take Metamucil before I go to sleep, I'm not going to throw up the next day. Like, a bitch know all the tricks to the trade. And once I started trying to, all right, when can I time my Metamucil so I can drink? Do you hear yourself? That shit sound crazy. That shit sound crazy. Let me coat my stomach with Metamucil so I can go drink. That's alcoholic. You's an alcoholic, baby. And once I started to have to make those type of decisions, it was like, yo, this is too much. Nobody would have ever looked at me and be like, she's an alcoholic. But I bet if you got too close, you could smell that I had been drinking. And I continued to get to a point. Jackson would ask, can I drink this? Is this an adult drink or this a drink okay for me? Now he got to check to see if he can drink. I didn't want that no more. I just got to a point I was like, I really don't need this shit no more. And I have to consider where I'm at when I'm doing those. Who am I with when I'm doing that? I'm just trying to go to church. Like, I like going to church. I like being outside and outside things. Let's run through the sprinkler. Let's go to the pool. Like, I'm going to do that. And I don't want to have to worry about, am I too drunk to do these things? Just kidding. Am I too drunk to do these things? Am I constantly having to make decisions about alcohol? And I got over it. I was like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not making these type of decisions anymore. This is something I can completely eliminate. And I don't have to worry about it. I don't even have a gallbladder. Like, I was getting to the point, like, you throw up so much that your gallbladder just makes stomach. So you're just never ending cycle of throwing up. Like, it never stops. There is no dry heaving because your stomach just make more. Your pancreas, your gallbladder, your liver just makes more. And you end up throwing up lime green shit out of your stomach for days. This don't sound like it makes sense. Pains, fatty liver, that pain y'all get in the side of here. Oh, I think it's my appendix. It's fatty liver. That's what it is. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. So, I want you to know, you don't have to drink. Cut down 1 to 2, drinks a day. If you drink more than that, be conscious about binging. Binge drinking is the worst thing you can do. And again, I'm not coming down on nobody because you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that. No. These are the things I had to tell myself when I said, I'm going to stop drinking. This is why I've stopped drinking, because these are the things that I was handling. I'm drinking 5 and 6 drinks a day. Every day. I might take a break. Oh, Wednesday, I don't need to drink. But please believe Wednesday, I'm getting up and I've got the shakes, got anxiety, and I'm sweating. It's like, what's wrong? I just need a drink. I just need a drink. Bitch, you a crackhead. Like, get yourself together. So I got myself together. I wouldn't suggest cold turkey. I'm a cold turkey type of person. But get help. Tell somebody you're quitting. Alcohol withdrawals can be very, very, very dangerous, especially if you drink every day. It don't have to be a ton of alcohol every day either. It could be, oh, I had a nightcap. You have a nightcap at night every day. That's like taking a medicine every day. If you take blood pressure medicine every day, that's like taking a medicine every day. If you skip it or you stop taking it, your body's going to have adverse reaction to that. So let somebody know you're talking. Tell your doctor. Inform somebody. There are lots of alcohol cessation programs, tobacco cessation programs that you can just call and be like, hey, I'm doing this thing. And I do not do it alone. You can have seizures. You can have a heart attack. Your blood pressure will drop or raise really high depending on your current state. So don't do it alone, but make the choice. Wean yourself off if you have to. The next time, do 1 less drink, do 2 less drinks, do 3 less drinks. Maybe get a beer. Maybe just get a cider. Challenge yourself to do less alcohol. Alcohol has zero benefits. There is not a single benefit to drinking other than your own personal intoxication. But who are we hiding from? Who are we running from when we're intoxicated? Why can't we use our own mind and our own presence? And that has been my biggest challenge. And the biggest challenge I want to put to you, like, who are you without the alcohol? Who are you without the coping mechanism to say, oh, I this is stressful, I need this, or I need this to celebrate? No, you don't. You don't need any of those things. You just need yourself. So, get your favorite cup, fill it up with water. Sometimes I do seltzer water. Sometimes I do Sprite. I try to stick to clear liquids. I'm not big a cola drinker, but find something fun. I've been putting juice in mine. Like, I juice stuff from the farm and put it through my juicer, and I'll make simple syrup out of some of it, or just use the regular pulp from the thing and just throw it down in my cup. And I got strawberry water. Like, why not? It's a different taste. Like, nobody's stopping me from drinking strawberry water, right? If it was an alcoholic drink, we wouldn't think nothing of it. Look at the 0 proof cocktail list. Like, I can still go out with my friends, do all the same things that they're doing, and know I'm doing it in a safe manner. Those 0 proof cocktails, they're great. And everybody wants to fuss about cost. Like, bruh, get over it. Like, that's what they cost. If you go get a fancy juice somewhere, that's what it's cost. You're not crying at Smoothie King for your $15 smoothie, are you? No. So go get the mocktails, run up the bar, tip your bartender. But learn how to enjoy yourself without alcohol. Don't run from it. You can't run from it. If you just avoid the places that have alcohol, that's no fun. No, you can't hang out with your friends at home. You guys, I can't go because I don't want to. Girl, get you a fucking Sprite and shut up. And nobody care. Nobody gonna like, oh, look at you drinking a Sprite. What, you can't beat my ass? You gonna fight me over Sprite? Now I got a bigger cup to bust you in the head with. Like, you don't want these problems. And I'm not drunk. Child, I told y'all, when I'm not drunk, it's way worse. But I've started to embrace that. I've started to embrace who I was when I was 15 before I started drinking. Wildcat, like loud, rowdy, crazy girl. That's who I am. Most people don't know that. People are like, oh, Sheena, you're so quiet and you're reserved. Right, because I'm drunk out of my fucking mind and I don't want nobody to know. I'm not talking to you right now because if I open my mouth, I'm going to throw up. So you just really, really, really got to take ownership. That's what I did. I took ownership. And I'm trying to talk about it. I'm talking through it. So now y'all can hold me accountable. But today I'm at day 53, 54. I don't know. It might be more than that, actually. But I'm really proud of me for this. And my brother, shout out to my brother. He's quit drinking. He's over 250 days right now. So this is something we decided to kind of do together. And I stunk it up the first 200 fucking days. But I'm back, okay? I'm back and I'm dead serious this time. I don't see myself wavering. I'm having too much fun. It's too much fun. I'm definitely on the other side of the cravings. I have started doing little hobbies again. I started making my bracelets again. I don't have to accommodate for the time that I've been hungover. And it's like, oh, I can do these things now because I don't have a hangover. Or I don't have to worry about driving to this place because I'm not drunk. Like, life is good on the other side of alcohol. So let me know. Any of you guys, have you quit drinking for any amount of time? Let me know. If you're on the journey of sobriety right now, holla at me. Let me know. What's your favorite non-alcoholic drink? Like, let's do a contest. Who come up with the best, 0 proof cocktail? I want to know the cocktail recipes. And I'll do YouTube videos of the recipes y'all submit. So that's y'all challenge, is to send me recipes or drink options for me to recreate on YouTube for Sheena's Brew Crew. So like, share, subscribe, all the things. It's working with your friends. I'll talk to y'all later.
What does it take to get over you? I'm gonna need me a raise to get over you. Why don't I clean up my life? I'ma need me a raise. So dirty. Rollie or two, yeah, rollie or two.
I don't know. The first one got a ton of them too. Fecalist iodine. I say that shit probably 4 times a week. And everybody was like, ah. Yo, Fecal was a whore. Fuck me and anything else. I fucked everybody. I love that movie. Jim Carrey is the GOAT in general. Period. The Mask, hell yeah. All of that came out at the same time. I think it was on a roll. I don't know. It's hard for you can't recreate a Jim Carrey character. Like, once it's Jim Carrey touch it, it's Jim Carrey's. Yeah, that was one of my favorite movies. I would like to see Jim Carrey in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, we have. Oh, it's been lots. This has seen a plenty drink. Homecomings. That's really been the hardest part, honestly. Like, I'm at 53 days for no alcohol, but I'm at like 4 for no like smoking weed tobacco combo, and the no tobacco is shredding me. And my sister puts like grabba in her in her weed, and I started doing that, and then I was like, I had ran out of weed, and I was like, I'm gonna just put grabba in there. right, because I just like the habit itself of smoking had just got me stuck, you know. And then I was buying backwoods, and I was like, oh, let me get a little bit of weed. Man, I went through that weed so fast. I was like, I'm going to just smoke the rest of this in the backwoods. So then I was just like smoking backwoods. Like, this stuff's making no sense. This is not ladylike, bitch.